for this one right here. All right, let me see something real quick. I don't know. I should do it before or after this one or. Oh my goodness. Is this legit? I don't know. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. So do you think this is legit? Don't forget we live, y'all, when we doing our reactions. Right now, dude, y'all have to forgive me, man, because this is doing something against somebody else's will is more like slavery. Doing something, raping people and stuff like that, man, as long as I don't agree with. I don't agree with. As long as two guys getting together, two girls getting together, if y'all want to do drugs and run out naked, whatever. But if somebody making you do that against your will, that's where I draw the line at. Period. I don't need no 10 commandments. I don't need all these laws. You do on the others as you would want them to do unto you. Shame on you, Puffy. And all the other ones that doing this crazy stuff. That Mike, I forgot his name. I'm terrible with these names, y'all. I keep telling y'all I don't supposed to be up here. I don't supposed to be on this microphone, man. Y'all want the real? Y'all want the real? You got a real person. It's some YouTube, it's some YouTubers, it's some channels out there that putting out fake stuff. They putting out fake stuff. So that's why you hear me in the beginning. Is this real? Is this, here's another one. Diddy Combs has been accused of sexually assaulting a 10-year-old boy. According to news and compliments, well, I haven't got into this and everything, so I don't know. This is under home news. I don't even know what is this legit? People putting out so much crap, you got to double, quadruple check the crap. Yeah. So we're gonna put a paper clip on this for right now, but we're gonna get with this. This is what this video is supposed to be about right here. P. Diddy kids breaks silence as dad faces sexual traffic charges. Oh man, I seen, and if we was organized, I would put it up there to LL Cool J. LL said, they asked, well, what do you think about all the allegations against Puffy and everything? And LL, the first thing he said was, I pray for the kids. I feel sorry for the kids. I'm just hoping his kids is okay. I'm praying for the kids. When he said that, right then and there, I was thinking, oh, I forgot he got kids. What is these kids thinking? Dad, all these lawsuits coming out against you and everything. And one of his kids got a lawsuit against him for raping some kid. They say the apple don't fall too far from the tree and all that good stuff. So look here, I'm gonna say to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. I got some stuff coming up with the security guard that I have already watched. It's a 2-hour long video, y'all, and I watched everything of it twice. And now I'm doing the reaction to it because the information that the did I say bodyguard? The security guard, Puffy security guard is speaking on. And it's a lot of things that he's speaking about that matches up with what's going on. And he was there. And he talks about it very openly, man. And I'm not talking about the other God. What's his name? Oh man, Big Gene. Big Gene is cool also, man, and he's speaking from the heart, man. You got to be a street person and understand and automatically understand the body language of people, man. You got to understand the body language of people. You got to hear in their voice that I'm not trying to hype myself up. I'm just bringing y'all the information, man, that's shocking the hell out of me. It's shocking me. I can't believe this, man. I was a big bad boy industry fan, hip hop. If you want to learn hip hop, I would send you straight to them. Death Row Records and all this, man. They got some stuff man, I got some stuff coming out, dog. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's get into this video, man. Let's check it out.
More than a month after their father's arrest, the children of disgraced music producer Diddy Combs are speaking out.
Twins.
In a joint statement posted to social media, 6 of the embattled music mogul's children rallied in support of their dad. The statement posted to Instagram by Combs' son Quincy Brown reads, quote, "The past month has devastated our family. Many have judged both him and us based on accusations, conspiracy theories, and false narratives that have spiraled into absurdity on social media. We stand united, supporting you every step of the way. We hold on to the truth, knowing it will prevail, and nothing will break the strength of our family. We miss you and love you, Dad." Combs' children, Justin Dior, Christian King, Chance, Delilah, and Jesse, were all listed as collaborators and tagged in the post. The joint statement comes just a day after 5 more lawsuits were filed against Combs, including one from an alleged victim who was just 13 years old at the time of the alleged crime. Since the show of support, it was also revealed Diddy might make an appearance in his son Quincy's upcoming vlog series titled Just a Vlog. The trailer for the show was posted by the Shade Room on Tuesday, featuring footage of the now detained mogul, but also his children. The series, which premieres next week on October 27th, will show the behind the scenes of Diddy's family. It's unclear when the footage was shot, but the series comes nearly a year after Hulu scrapped a reality series about the family in lieu of Cassie's lawsuit that was filed and settled last year. As for Combs, who's been sitting in jail since his arrest in mid-September, he's awaiting trial on criminal counts of racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution, and pleaded not guilty to all charges. But this latest show of support from his family is not the first we've seen them united since their father's arrest. Last month, Diddy's children with Kim Porter, Quincy, Christian, and his twin daughters posted a joint statement on social media slamming a book released about their late mother. The book, titled Kim's Lost Words, A Journey for Justice from the Other Side, was penned as Porter's memoir and has even become an Amazon bestseller. The children said in a statement, quote, "We have seen so many hurtful and false rumors circulating about our parents, Kim Porter and Sean Combs' relationship, as well as about our mother's tragic passing, that we feel the need to speak out." They went on further to say claims that our mother wrote a book are simply untrue. She did not. Amazon later removed the book from their store. Combs and Porter dated on and off.
Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. Hold up. Did she write a book or she didn't write a book? Golly, boy, we can't get nothing normal, man. They saying that Amazon pulled the book off the shelf. So if Amazon pulled the book off the shelf, how can she not written a book?
Statement, quote, "We have seen so many hurtful and false rumors circulating about our parents, Kim Porter and Sean Combs' relationship, as well as about our mother's tragic passing, that we feel the need to speak out." They went on further to say claims that our mother wrote a book are simply untrue. She did not. Amazon later removed the book from their store. Combs and Porter dated on and off from 1994 to 2007, during which their son Christian and twin daughters were born, and Combs helped raise Quincy, who Porter had with singer 𝐵𝐴𝐿. Porter died in 2018 at the age of 47. Her cause of death was determined to be pneumonia. Fast forward to 2024, after Diddy's arrest, his family continues to hold a united front even in court. Earlier this month, Combs' children were spotted walking inside a New York City federal courthouse to support their father in his latest court hearing. When Diddy entered the courtroom during his last hearing, the Bad Boy Records founder seemingly beamed with joy over seeing his children and his mother in the gallery, even blowing kisses at them right before they left the courtroom. Combs' sons Justin and Christian have faced their own legal issues, as they have both been named in lawsuits against their father. Justin Combs was named as a defendant in a lawsuit filed by Lil Rod, who alleged Combs' son was involved in his father's sex trafficking venture and solicited prostitutes, underage girls, and sex workers.
Wow. Shout out to Lil Rod, man. Keep your head up and keep pushing, man. If it's on your heart and you truly believe you're doing the right thing, do it. God will be with you.
The suit alleges Justin witnessed his father drugging and sexually assaulting a woman. There is even a picture in the lawsuit of Justin Combs allegedly with an underage girl. As for Christian Combs, he's accused of sexual assault in a suit filed back in April by a woman who worked as a crew member and bartender on a yacht leased by Combs. The woman, Grace Omarcade, alleges Christian pressured her to drink a shot of tequila.
You know what, man? I don't think any parent, male or female, should be doing any sexual acts in front of their kids. I don't think, even with husband and wife, they can do a little, kissing and doing some different things, but some serious, hardcore sexual acts should not be done in front of your kid. I don't care how old your kid is. I don't want to see, I'm 58. I don't want to see my parents doing bumping the uglies. Is that how you say it? Lord have mercy, man. I can't even be myself with these videos, man.
Shortly thereafter, he assaulted her. She believed the tequila shot may have been laced with drugs. According
See
to
what
the
I'm
suit,
saying?
quote, plaintiff insisted she had to return to the pantry, but her pleas fell on deaf ears. Angered, defendant 𝗟𝗓𝗡 forced plaintiff to take another shot. Plaintiff was already feeling the effect of the tequila shots and quickly suspected that the tequila was spiked. Mr. Jones has an audio recording of defendant 𝗟𝗓𝗡's drugging and sexually assaulting plaintiff, end quote. Both Christian and Justin Combs maintain their innocence and deny any wrongdoing. But now, as it'll be months before Diddy gets his day in court, the mogul knows at least 8 people will publicly be on his side, his children and his mother. Let's break this down further with
Wow.
therapist, trauma expert, and author of Stolen Childhoods, Thriving After Abuse, 𝗟𝗜𝗡𝗞𝗦. Sherry, it's always so great to see you. You know, a lot of discussion has been kind of surrounding Diddy's children and kind of what they're experiencing as their father still remains behind bars. But what's your reaction to the joint statement that they put out just yesterday?
I wasn't surprised at all. I expected that his children would stand by him. And again, there's so much I don't know or that we don't know about his relationship with his children, but to be able to realize or really understand the charges and the number of people who are saying that he's done these awful things, I think his children, based on what I'm reading in the statement, they're not at a point
Wow.
where they can know or even think that that is something that could be possible. So while it's very sad and I can imagine very complicated, I wasn't surprised.
And does it come to a shock to you at all that the children released this statement specifically at this point in time? I mean, Diddy was arrested about a month ago, more than a month ago at this point, but then they kind of waited a little bit. We saw that joint statement that they had released about kind of slamming the Kim Porter memoir, which they claim was not done by Kim Porter at all, that being their mother. But is it particularly surprising to you at all that they released this joint statement a month after their father was arrested?
One of the things I want to say about the statement is you can look at all the posts that the kids, it's not even written like a kid wrote it. The lawyers probably put this together and get them all to read it and let them agree on all the things that's being said in it and put this out so it could be more formal, so it can be more for the lawyers, and this is going to help your father's case. We're doing this for your father's case. And they're like, if you agree with it, you all get together and agree with it. But you know how kids or the younger generation write, when they write they posts and everything, it don't sound nothing like that. So keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Here we go with the
Again,
answer.
I would say no. I think, as time goes on, it seems as though he is experiencing more and more people coming forward. Basically, it feels like he's just in more and more trouble. So, I was thinking about that and I'm wondering why now? We don't know what he's telling his kids. We don't know what his other supporters are saying, and we don't really know what they're thinking. So, one of the things I was thinking about is, are they like desperate? Are they trying to do anything that they can to try to get him out of prison, at least while the charges are pending? These are the things that happen in these type of cases. Sometimes in the beginning, family members, they sort of stay back because they're told not to say anything. I don't know if Diddy's lawyers had said to them, this is the time that we need and want you to start being more open in the public. There's just so many things that we don't know, but I'm not surprised.
And what are your thoughts on what his children, specifically his daughters, his 4 daughters? We have the youngest one, Love, the twins, Jesse and Delilah, as well as 18-year-old Chance. What are your thoughts on what his daughters could be feeling during this time while their father faces these types of accusations on top of him being in jail, at least for now, for the foreseeable future?
They
I
feel
mean, I
sad.
imagine that they're feeling scared. They may be horrified at some of the things that they're hearing. And the thing that we have to remember is they're still kids. When you're 17 and 18, you still need your parents. So, I'm thinking to myself, how are they supposed to wrap their head around the idea that their father could be capable of committing such horrific crimes? The other thing that I'm thinking about with them is, what did they think when they saw the video that was released in May with his former girlfriend, Cassie? Like, how was that for them to actually see their
Wow.
father beating on a woman? So I think
Wow.
that what they're feeling at 17 and 18, and the little one is only 2, so I don't think she's thinking anything. But this is going to be one of those cases, I think, where as time goes on and they get older, they may feel differently about their dad than they do right now.
And then some of his children, they did experience great loss. And when I say some of his children, I'm specifically talking about Christian, aka King Combs, Delilah, Jesse, and even Quincy Brown. They lost their mother years ago to pneumonia, and now Diddy is behind bars. What could they be feeling at this time, knowing that right now it seems like they have lost both parents?
Yeah, this is where I would say to people, we really don't want to judge, because unless you've been in a situation where you've already lost a parent and now you feel like you're losing your other parent, I think in general people can't really understand what that would be like. So
Mm,
when
mm,
there's
mm.
already one parent gone and then you're risking losing the other parent, then people will do anything they can to hold on to the idea that my parent who is still here is a person that I'm aligned with, that I support no matter what people are saying. If they start to show feelings of disbelief, or if they start to actually listen to some of the charges or the allegations, if they start to allow themselves to think it's possible that my father could have done these things, for them, that would be like losing their other parent.
And,
Mm,
as they
mm,
continue to put
mm.
on this united front, do you expect that when it comes time for trial, which is slated for May at this time, do you expect Diddy's children to be called as witnesses in the trial, maybe even as character witnesses?
I mean, I can tell you this from having been involved in other high profile cases. I was at the Cosby trial and he had family members there. I'm working on a case right now, very high profile case against a doctor. There's been over 100 charges against him, and his kids and his wife stand by him. I would expect that they will be called to testify as character witnesses. And this could be one of those things again where we don't know what they're actually thinking. Maybe they'll want to testify for their father. They may feel mixed about it. We don't know what he's telling his children. So at this point, he probably will need them, or at least some of them, to serve as character witnesses, because there's really nobody else that we're hearing from except his family. They're the only ones at this point that are publicly coming out and saying, we support him, we stand by him. They're saying, we love you, we miss you. So for his lawyer to call them to the stand, it would make sense, because they clearly see their dad very differently than others do.
And Diddy's
Mm,
adult
mm, mm.
sons have appeared at all of his court hearings so far. His daughters went to the last court hearing, excluding his youngest daughter,
The
Love, who is
baby.
just a toddler right now. What could it be like for his children to be listening to all the charges and accusations that he faces? Again, this isn't, like he's in court or anything like that for a DUI, not excusing that or anything, but it's like these are very serious charges: RICO, conspiracy, as well as sex trafficking and transportation to engage in prostitution. What could it be like for them, who, by all accounts, they might believe that he is a great father, a great man, a great person, but then hearing these terrible accusations and these disturbing allegations? What are your thoughts on what it's like for them to kind of be in a courtroom listening to all of this?
I
Mm, mm.
imagine it's devastating. And I can imagine that they have a whole gamut of thoughts and feelings. One second they could think, my dad would never do that. But then as they're sitting in court and hearing things, they could think, oh, it's possible that he did do that, or they could have seen some of what he has done in the past. So this is where, as human beings, our brains are wired in a way that we can let ourselves know the truth about something and then 2 seconds later think, there's no way that my dad would ever do anything like that. And I think the other thing to keep in mind when you're thinking about a predator or someone who's been accused of such horrific crimes, that doesn't mean that there's not another side of this person that could also be caring and compassionate. So it's really very complicated. I can't imagine how they sit in that courtroom and listen to all that. But again, I've seen in other high profile cases where the family members are sitting right behind the defendant and supporting their loved one, even when there's proof. And again, in this particular situation, we know Diddy has a side of him that's very angry. He has a lot of rage. We saw on the video what he did to this woman. So you can't really deny that he doesn't have pathology, but at the same time, they may just find ways to say to themselves, not my dad. My dad would never do anything like that.
And I really cannot not even imagine what they're all kind of going through,
Especially the ones that I'm gonna put this back on a little faster speed. Especially the ones that got allegations against them themselves. You have twin daughters, you have girls, you have daughters, and now you got people that's saying that you raped them as young as 13. A 10-year-old boy is saying he raped them. I can't imagine what's going through the kid's mind.
They may
That's
just find ways to say to themselves, not my dad. My dad would never do anything like that.
and I
Man,
really
not my
cannot
dad.
not even imagine what they're all kind of going through, especially, my mind always just goes to their daughters in this
Yeah.
particular case. But for Diddy's adult sons, Justin and Christian Combs, they've previously been named in lawsuits alongside their father. What do you make of that, especially as Diddy, may have allegedly roped his sons into his alleged activities and into his world?
Wow.
This is
Dude.
a conversation I've been having with colleagues, and this is also a conversation I've had with clients who have been in families where there's crime, where there's sexual assault. I don't know what's happening. What was going on behind the scenes in this family? Were his sons also victims? Were his sons made to think or feel that they had to do certain things because their father said that they had to do it? And I think in time we're going to find more out. We don't really know yet. But the other thing to think about is in families, sometimes what happens is that family members, especially sons and fathers, they will align with their father because they don't want to lose their father's love or respect or caring. So until we hear more from them, we may not know, but it's so complicated. And again, what I would say to people is try not to judge the people in his family because you don't know what you would feel if you were in their situation unless you've been through it.
Yes,
Yeah, and I
that's
think
true.
sometimes when Diddy's children post on social media, there is kind of this swift backlash a little bit. But in your opinion, what are your thoughts on the joint statements that they have made? Kind of that, this wall of support that they're holding together. Again, this is their father, so I
So,
can completely understand that. But is there any part of you that thinks that this is potentially just a PR move or even a defense strategy
A
to
PR
appear
move.
supportive of their father, as many of the high profile faces that we've seen that have been kind of connected to Diddy have said absolutely nothing in support of him?
yes, I think absolutely 100% this could be partially a strategy that the defense is using. When family members join together, there's an element of support among the family members. So for one or two of them to come forward, that might be too scary. And the other thing that I'm thinking is in cases like this, what I usually find out later is that there might have been 6 people that came together and made that statement, but 3 or 4 of them will say to me, I didn't really want to do that. I felt like I had to be a part of that joint statement, or I was told that if I don't, X, Y, and Z. So one of the thoughts that I had when I read the statement was, is that actually what all of them are feeling? Or are some of them sitting there going, I wish I wasn't standing here right now and saying this? We don't really know, but I think it's definitely possible that they don't all feel the support that they're conveying in the media.
And you're an expert in trauma. What could the path forward look like for Diddy's children, especially if their father is convicted and or he continues to face the staggering amount of lawsuits that he's facing right now?
I mean, the first one I think of is betrayal trauma, that type of trauma where you have to find a way to come to terms with the idea that, especially if he ends up being found guilty on any of these allegations, like really just sitting there figuring out how to make sense of this person who obviously they have a very close relationship with. What I imagine for the family is that they will, and I don't know if they'll go to therapy, but they certainly will need a lot of support and a lot of time to really figure out first, how do you come to terms with what's already been put out there? Then, if he ends up staying in prison because he's in prison, he's in jail now, what is that going to mean for them in terms of their relationship with their father? I think, again, what's going to happen is they will feel like they lost their father. Even if he's alive and well behind bars, you can't have a normal relationship with a parent when they're not in the public, when they're not out and about living their lives. So I think that there's a long, long road for each of them. And it'll be interesting to see how, sort of like how things evolve with the family members, especially again, the daughters, because they're still kids. The 2-year-old daughter, she's going to find out stuff way after all this is over. But his teenage daughters, they're developing and they're learning and they're going to figure a lot out in the next 5 to 10 years. So I'm hoping that they get support and that they don't feel like they have to do this by themselves, because it is traumatic to go through what they're going through.
And I did want to just throw this question out to you, Sherry, as well, too. What is it like for children whose father was held in such high regard in a way? Like, sure, a lot of people were intimidated by him and his and the power that he had exuded previously. But what is it like for a billion-dollar music mogul who was, publicly loved and adored by so many people? Again, I say that kind of loosely a little bit. But what is it
Mhm.
like for them to kind of see that decline from him being this enamored figure to kind of being a pariah by all accounts?
It's devastating. That in and of itself is such a big loss for them. And again, we've seen this in other cases. Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, this pediatrician that I'm working on in that case. When somebody has such a high stature in society, or they're so well respected, and then we find out all these other things that apparently allegedly have been going on for decades, it's sort of like when somebody dies suddenly. At first you're just like, wait, what just happened? There's this element of shock and disbelief, and it takes a while to really, wait, this is actually something that could have happened. It did happen. So I think over time, the defenses start to drop. And that's when the real feelings of despair and grief, that's when they really set in. And that's when I think, again, support is so important for people who are going through this. And I don't think we should judge people in that situation. I don't think that we should lash out when they're posting their perspective or their position, because it's what they feel. And I think that we have to give them the time and space to figure out what their opinion is of their father and what to make of all of what's happening.
Well, excellent insight from you, Sherry. I really appreciate
Mm,
your time
mm,
today.
mm.
Before we sign you off, is there anything else you'd like to add?
I mean, I would just like to say this is not an uncommon phenomenon. There's a lot of people out here who can relate, even if they don't have high profile parents. There are a lot of people who, as they become adults, find out things about their loved ones or their parents, or find out things that their parents have done to other people. It's devastating. And it's something that we need to keep talking about, because when you think about a case like this, there's so many people who are directly affected. And we're not really talking that much about as kids until, you and I are sitting here now. It's an important topic, and one that I think many people can relate to.
All right, Sherry Botwin, again, thank you so much
That's
for your time today.
crazy,
I always
man.
appreciate your insight into these cases
Oh,
that we cover.
My hands are sweating. I'm sitting here saying to myself, I can't believe this is happening. Is this really happening? Oh my gracious, man. So many people are saying there's a lot of things going on behind closed doors of the music in the entertainment business, even in the movie business, and all this stuff, in order to rub elbows and shoulders with these big people. You have to do some sexual things that you don't want to do in order to get some of these deals and different things. And I'm saying to myself, dude, that's why I ain't make it that big in the music industry. You got to have the talent, so it ain't no doubt in my mind if I had the talent, because people was paying me. I bought a house off of doing music. That was my full-time gig. So the kids, man, can you imagine you growing up, and kids are real nosy. They know what you're doing. Even though you're trying to cover it up, they know that you're trying to cover it up. So now they really, really trying to check it out. And his sons, man, who is in a lawsuit along with him, probably seen some things and think that this is normal life. This is what, we the big people, we we got money, and so we could take advantage of people and get away with it. Because they I hate to say that, but they learn from their parents, and I learned a lot of things from my parents, you know what I'm saying? Now, what being taught is something different. So to me, that didn't sound 100% the way it's supposed to sound in my mind, but I'm devastated, man. I'm hoping that you guys are understanding the points that I'm trying to make. So if you grew up in a loving family, then you understand and show out love. If you grow up in a hateful 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗡 family, your family always cussing, then you pick up and learn that. So some of the stuff, man, for the kids, man, I feel sorry for, is probably learned behavior. I'm going to get on up out of here, man. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Oh, my goodness. Where did this start?
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. You skip preservation if you can. We got a client.
Get to ring the bell. All right, you guys, so like, share, subscribe as y'all tap on in. After y'all hit the subscribe button, don't y'all forget to ring the bell. It's going to be a bell. Hit that bell, and it's going to say all. Click that all button. That way y'all will get all the notifications when I release video content on the channel, man. And if you guys can hear me in the comment section, press the number 2. And make sure y'all like and share this video on y'all way in, man. Shout out to Beverly. Listen.
I don't know. What's up? Hooligan is in the house. This intro reminds me of your intro. Is this? $5 hours ago. I'm trying to think. Should we pull up? What you think, Tahir? You think we should do this or do some of it? This bad boy is 33 minutes long. And I can double time it. We'll get with it. Oh, man. Wow. See, up to you. Bad news. Diddy jail operation. Very bad update. Lawyers stuck 2 hours ago. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. All right. All right. This, we're going to pick this one, man. We got to line them. We got them line them up for tomorrow. Is this the one I'm talking about right here? Yeah. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Breaking news, man. Big homie CC, man, is a security guard. This is why I picked this because as a person who grew up, I didn't grow up in the streets. I grew up with my ear to the streets. How about that? I understand I got a lot of straight up street friends, and big homie CC and Puffy security guards are street guys, real street guys. I ain't talking about them YouTube wannabe acting like they learn how to do the street moves from YouTube. When we was in the street, there wasn't no such thing as the internet, period. So the first thing I wanna show, and I wanna let y'all know, man, there's a lot of news. I seen somebody already doing a video of Sean Diddy Combs accused of drugging and raping a 10-year-old boy in this lawsuit. So we're gonna be covering this. This has just been sent to me from our live stream. Don't forget, we live when we're doing our reactions and everything. I'm torn up over this, man. I'm still trying to pitch myself and wake up, but we trying something new. This is somebody's live stream. Ticket TV, man. Shout out to him. And I want to just go over some things about big homie CC and the way he speaks. Like, I don't care, you know, I'm going to watch what I say because I'm under contract with a lot of people. But at the same time, I'm going to tell you what I've seen out of my own eyes. If it came from somebody else, he'll say, now this is what he says. That's how real street people talk. And this is what they saying, not me. And I always tell people some of my stories of the music industry and everything. It's not as interested in this Puffy stuff, even though I did do work and do things with Bad Boy Entertainment. So without any further ado, let's check it out.
And to me, Derek, Will, Brenda,
I forgot
Murph,
to hit the joint.
Jacqueline, Nadine, Wendy, Miss Real Deal, Fitzroy, A. Willie Will, Christopher, Crystal, Mendrette, Miss Donna, Neon, Lady, James, Alexi, Damon, Fabian, Lady Todd, Sweet, Jose, Surreal, Axel.
What's up?
So like, share, and subscribe.
Okay, that's it.
So the brother that y'all see in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, he just now recently came out and admitted that he retired from being a bodyguard, a celebrity bodyguard. He had self-admitted that he has done multiple Diddy events in the past, as far as bodyguarding those events and people that was at those events. And he has now been going out, basically doing interviews and speaking about different things that he says that he saw and witnessed. And what he says is just an outright treacherous industry. Now, he says that he retired and he got away from this stuff because of the things that he was doing and the things he was required to do, you know, as a bodyguard for these events. He said that he had to do some very, like, just treacherous things, just devious things, as about, like, being a bodyguard and being in that position, and things he had to do to people to, you know what I'm saying, like, secure the people that he was protecting or whatever like that.
Okay.
And he basically said, like, all the things that he saw was so devious and so wrong that, you know what I'm saying, he said that it's a whole different, like, underworld. And he said that what made him speak out about this stuff is that he saw that a lot of people in the industry protect each other.
Macadow.
He said what they do is, he said that
What's
they prey
up?
upon people who are trying to come in the industry, young ladies and people who are young fellas who are trying to come in the industry and who are afraid that if they report them or if they bite back, that they'll be eliminated, you know what I'm saying, and blackballed from the industry. So he basically came out, and his latest allegations, now he's the same guy who said that he saw Dwight Howard at the Diddy party in a pink dress. I never heard Dwight respond to those allegations. He said he saw Dwight with two other men at a Diddy party in a pink dress, is what he said. And so now he's saying he was speaking about Diddy's sons. Now, Diddy's sons recently came out. His sons basically stated, all of his kids basically stated that the situation was capped and that people were lying on Diddy, on their father, and that their father did no wrong, and that, you know what I'm saying, and that all these charges against him was bogus about the sex trafficking and you know, sex workers and stuff like that. Well, this guy who was in those places, he's also admitted that he has had his drink poison before. And he said that started making him, you know, change how he was moving, and to where he was basically monitoring all of these different things. You know what I'm saying? And he said that there's some, you know, some things happening where he had to get real devious in this underworld that he claims that is going on. But
he has said in a couple of interviews I watched and checked them out, man, that he had his drink spiked. Now, why you drinking while you doing security, you kind of told on yourself. But you know, it's a party, whatever the case may be. You know how things are light. Ain't nobody trying to kill you up in here. All friends and family members. I'm going to do my job. The boss don't mind if I drink on the job. Okay. Because I have done security, not for not for high people, you know, high ups. You know, I did security, armed security for all kinds of different clubs and different things. And drinking, especially with if you armed, is a no-no in any state in the United States. So, him saying that you know if your drink is being spiked, if you are a drinker at all, you know how many drinks it take you to get there.
He made some allegations today. And shout out to 𝗘𝐿 News in a new interview that he has done, and in those allegations, he is alleging that Diddy gave his two sons, who were not of age at the time, because remember he was around at that time. He said that Diddy was sending his youngins prostitutes, and he said he knows that for a fact. He says that you know, he's also claimed that nobody will sue him or come for him because they know he's telling the truth and he knows too much. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna let you guys hear what he had to say about this situation. I'm gonna let y'all hear what he had to say about this situation today.
Well, you know, Diddy's sons actually started hanging out with Diddy once they got old enough. He was sending them prostitutes when they wasn't old enough. Facts. Damn. Just know, in this phone right now, just like the dude Ian.
So he says that Diddy allegedly was sending his sons. So he's basically trying to say that the sons are in on all of this too. And he says that that's facts. He didn't say that that's I think. He said,
I was just saying that maybe they was brought up to be like their father. This is learned behavior from a kid. If Diddy is bringing prostitutes to his kids when they underage, they are developing and they're learning from their dad that this is how life goes. We're the big dogs, so this is how our life is going to be, right, Dad? That's what you're telling us. That's what you're teaching us. So this is going to be hard, man. This is going to be hard, especially for the kids, man. I feel sorry for the kids, man. Golly.
And so what this guy has done is he has basically spoke about dark places that he's been in as far as working in this industry and things that he, like I said, he said he have seen and witnessed and had to be a part of. And he said that he's retired officially from this because he said that he just didn't want to be a part of that no more. You know what I'm saying? He said he didn't want to have to do the things that he was doing as a bodyguard. Now, this guy has been a bodyguard to multiple A-list celebrities, NBA players, musicians, all of these people. This guy, he's well known. He's out of Chicago. He's a bodyguard. He goes by the name of Big Homie CC. They call him BH. But and that's the guy in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen with the glasses on.
Mm-hmm.
He says, look, man, I have no reason to come out here and lie about this stuff. And he's not suing nobody or nothing like that, but he's just saying that, you know, basically he was saying that, you know, he had to get this shit off his conscience. Just the things that he's seen and the things that was going on. Because like I said, he said it himself. He told 𝗘𝐿𝐴𝐴, and shout out to 𝗘𝐿, he told him that he himself have been poisoned. You know what I'm saying? He said he himself have been in situations where he was set up in a situation and he had to get real treacherous in order to get out of those situations or to protect said party in those situations. I'll let you guys hear what he had to say one more time and then we'll go to another part.
His sons actually started hanging out with Diddy once they got old enough. He was sending them prostitutes when they wasn't old enough. Facts.
So those are his claims. You know what I'm saying? And that was in a new interview he did today. And that was at the beginning of the interview he did.
Facts. I like it when the younger generation say facts. Like, that's true. Like, when you say the word facts by itself, that means that I got proof. I can back it up. They know that I'm not lying. Facts. You know, you can't tell a lie and just say fact. You can't do that. So I'm just schooling the older generation on something that they should know by now.
I'm just going to tell you guys this, right? I don't have no respect for a guy like Diddy because when you start talking about the young, and people don't understand.
Watch this.
Why I'm serious about this stuff. Like when you start talking about these young cats and stuff like this too, like I work with youth as far as basketball camps, all the other things. People, parents, you understand what I'm saying? They put a blessing upon you when you are working with their youth and working with their young ones, they expect you to move accordingly with a certain level of dignity, honor, and respect. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like if your kids are at basketball practice in middle school or elementary school or whatever with a coach. You expect that coach to, you know what I'm saying, move in a certain respectable way with your young ones. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't, you know, and nobody's saying anything, and this stuff is allegedly going on, you know what I mean? It's never gonna stop. It's never gonna end. Hold on, y'all. Let's go over here with my stuff. Yo, what up, Playboy?
That's crazy, man.
Get my shit.
I'm trying to
steal my food though, dog.
I ain't trying
to get my food out there to the. Y'all hear what he just said? Did y'all hear what he just said? Now he the same dude that said Bobby Valentino told him, "Hey man, I be getting so much chicks, man. It's boring."
Watch this.
A lot of these stars, whether it was from the NBA, facts. He said this is stuff he's seen. So that's why when I listen to this stuff, I try to go about people who was there. You know what I'm saying? I don't never want to listen to people who weren't there. If you wasn't there, I can't really get an opinion from you. The fact that this dude, you know what I'm saying, is admitting that he was there in these places, and you look his resume up, and he really was representing, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these stars, whether it was from the NBA, other pro athletes, or from the
that holds a lot of weight.
He really was.
But here's another thing though, like I bodyguarded this guy who was a pimp before, and he told me, he said, look, if a man have too much of one thing, he started trying other things. So as soon as I heard that, I went celibate for like 2 years. Because I ain't even trying to have, like, bro, I think a lot of things is evil, bro. And in the music industry,
did y'all hear what he just said? Did y'all hear what he just said? Now he the same dude that said Bobby Valentino told him, "Hey man, I be getting so much chicks, man. It's boring to me now. Like I got to try something. He said I get so much pee, man. It don't even feel good no more. You know what I'm saying? So he said that he used to represent a pimp, and the pimp told him, this is what the pimp he said told him.
So like I bodyguarded this guy who was a pimp before, and he told me, he said, look, if a man have too much of one thing, he started trying other things. So as soon as I heard that, I went celibate for like 2 years. I ain't even trying to have, like, bro,
for 2 years.
I think a lot of things is evil, bro. And in the music industry, you see a lot of things that's evil, and they'll tell you crazy because you don't agree with it. I've seen this. All of this stuff that's coming out, I've been saying it, bro. I've been saying it. That's why I started taking gigs, and I'm bringing the guys with me, because like, all right, I don't want to be the only straight guy in here. See what I'm saying? At the same time, if something happened, if you on a team with like 5 security dudes, they might be 7 feet tall, but they 5 feet tall in their heart. But a lot of them be soft, scary. They not gangster at all. Like, they gonna run and leave you and call the police. Like, they not gonna shoot no gun, bro. Name one time you heard about a security guard, a bodyguard shooting somebody.
Snoop Dogg's bodyguard.
That was 20 years ago. That's why you hear all the rappers saying, I don't need no bodyguard. You hear that in every song. That's why. That's why I charge what I charge. Because you get me and phone them coming out. And half the time, people don't have to try us. So we don't have to do nothing. But like, I've worked with people, dudes like that dude 𝗘𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦, he big, but he'll knock you out. But most dudes not doing that. They get knocked out with calling 12.
Back to the Diddy thing. What was your actual interactions with Diddy like?
So my interactions with him was this. He had an appearance at this club called 𝐓𝐈𝐏𝐻e in Chicago on Kingsbury when it was open. I was head of security at this club. So after that club closed, after the night was over, he had an after party. So the manager of the club said, I need you to come with me to the after party. So me and my other homie, we go to the after party. When we get to the after party, bro, like, it was a lot of females in there who stand up when they use the bathroom. You see what I'm saying? So I'm thinking to myself, like, man, like, this kind of wild on, bro. Like, this how y'all come, this how y'all live, But they want to keep it a secret. You see what I'm saying? So he real touchy-feely too. Like, he grabbed this other guy nobody's neck. Grabbed him by his neck and was like, do you have love in your heart, young man? You want to be a roach? Or you want to walk with God? I'm looking like, you gonna let him grab you like that? But then, you know, he be on some tough guy shit too. So we gotta see a tough
Did you see him do anything with anybody or anything? Or
he's a tough.
No, I seen him hold hands with 2 men. Like this. I seen that.
Now, see, like I said, people who wasn't there will call this dude a liar and say, oh, you clout chasing, you lying, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, this man don't sit up there and said, he admitted it.
And that's another thing, man. These big high up celebrities, they know how people, this is so wild of a story. You got to be making this up. So they play on that. It's like, if I'm doing this for real and everything in front of this person, if he go tell somebody, they ain't going to believe him. But now all this stuff is coming out, man. It is so many things that's coming out. I'm going to let it keep rolling because he said something else that I want to make a point on. Wait a minute.
That he got out of this. And he said this is part of the reason why he got out of all that, man. He got tired of doing the things that he had to do to like, you know what I'm saying, put hands on people and get people out of bad situations and stuff like that. He just got tired of doing that, man. You know what I mean? And dude, he's not like he's out here suing nobody. It's not like he's looking for, you know what I'm saying? That it's like he really giving you detailed situations to where he's showing y'all, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's saying that these dudes is out here, and, you know what I'm saying, that these people out here, you know, operating on an evil empire allegedly. And that's how he putting it, man. And that's how some of the other people's putting it. And I'm just sitting here saying that, you know, when you look at this whole situation and you listening to the things a lot of people saying, a lot of the people are saying some of the similar things, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's important that you do speak up about this type of shit because, like I said, you never know if your kid grows up and they want to become an artist, if they want to be a musician, and then what do they have to deal with? What do they have to be subjected to? Are they afraid to come to you and tell you if something happens to them because they know how you're gonna react?
Of course.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people ain't gonna, like some daughters, they're not gonna tell their dad that they was violated. Listen, let me tell y'all something. There's ladies that's listening to this video right now that been violated. They ain't never said nothing to nobody because they knew that nobody would believe them or people would call them a liar or demonize them. They knew that. They knew that. Yo, hold on, y'all. Hey, man. Hey. Yo,
He is this guy right here is keeping it real as he do his everyday life. Big homie, man. Big homie CC.
If you want something, look.
I'm trying to.
I'm just telling y'all what the real is, man. And I don't see why dude got no reason to come out here and lie.
Oh, this is what I wanted to say, man. I was researching some stuff on Busta Rhymes, and don't get me wrong. If you gay, you gay. If you want to stay in the closet and undercover, that's your business. But if you stay under the cover or in the closet and it comes out, this is what happens. So this is what you deserve. And he said Busta Rhymes, and I was watching the video. The guy said Busta Rhymes grabbed his hand and, you know, had the bodyguard there and was asking him, did he want to come to a club and all this stuff. And then next thing you know, he didn't realize that Busta was like coming on to him and all this stuff. So big homie CC started talking about, they asked him about Busta Rhymes. And he said, oh yeah, he did bodyguard. I did work with Busta Rhymes. I don't know if he did it exactly for Busta Rhymes, but he was there. And Busta Rhymes had a section and actually started bringing people, pointing out guys and said, bring the guy in. He said that the guy, real cool gay guy, he was real cool. Ain't got nothing against no gay guy. He was so happy and he was excited that Busta wanted him in his, you know, so Busta put him in the corner somewhere, like for safekeeping. Yeah. I want him. And he looking like, what? So that's when I first was introduced to big homie CC, and when he's telling his story, you can tell he's talking about what he saw, you know, coming straight from him.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see why, bro.
So because of him, I started.
I really don't see why, man.
Looking at Busta Rhymes.
So, you know, like they'll have a dude come out with the paper signing NDA. No, I'm going to the car, bro. I'm good. I'm not signing no NDA. I'm going to the car. I'm good. Seeing that, bro. So seeing all this coming in the news, people was telling me I was crazy. Said I was a hater. Hey, you know what? I don't want to party with the girls with the third leg, but I'm good.
With the third leg.
Chiller. I don't got to be in here with y'all. But if you're getting $1,500 for the night, you're going to try to find a gray area to operate in. You feel me? I've seen these things.
What do you think about them accusing Diddy of having cameras in his house so he can record celebrities and politicians and use it as blackmail?
So I firmly believe that's true because in that sector of people, a lot of them practice Scientology. And Scientology, that was their thing. They would get people in compromising positions. They'll hold that footage over their head and get them to agree to things. You see what I'm saying? So, like, you know, if you see somebody with the chain on with that little vial of blood on their neck, well, they're a Scientologist, bro. So it's definitely going to be footage of them somewhere doing some compromising. That's how a lot of these agreements get made. People get, and don't know how to get that deal out of nowhere. Because, like...
That's exactly what I keep saying. How do some of these rappers get so big so quickly? They music is... If you got good music, period. If you got great music, people still are not opening up their purse and giving you money, especially with a record label behind it and you getting a small percentage of the royalties and all that type of stuff. It just don't add up. The math don't add up. So how are they getting so big? Because they giving up sexual favors to get these deals closed because, okay, I done did this. I'm gonna do this for you. This gonna cost you a lot of money and connect you with the right people who want to sleep with you too. So they pass them around. And these people are behind closed doors sleeping. And a lot of people have said this, man. A lot of people have said this to me. They sleeping, but in the open, when they get in front of public, oh, I'm the man with the gold chains and all this type of stuff, and I'm still researching and everything, and I'm not even gonna say nobody's name until I finish my research and stuff, man.
I think he one of them Scientology people, bro, because that's probably where he got that from. And being somebody who people call when things get crazy, like some of the most powerful people I bodyguarded for like to get tied up. You feel me? They got videos of them getting tied up, somebody spanking them with a whip. A lot of powerful guys operate like that. So the things I'm saying with him, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. You're not gonna settle a lawsuit with somebody for $30 million, bro, if it's not some truth there. What's up?
Now that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, so when he settled that lawsuit, and then he came out saying that Cassie was a liar, I'm like, a liar? Man, ain't no man in his right mind worth his salt selling no lawsuit for no $30 million if she was lying. Then after he did that, that's when all the other lawsuits came out. He couldn't do it no more. He couldn't settle no more.
And plus, the video is out. That video is out. So who lying now? That video is too true. You can't AI that.
Because if he settled again, everybody would have came at him like they doing now, even more people, and he would have had to settle. So everybody's saying, oh, that's just a money grab, a money grab, a money grab. Man, fuck out of here, man. Them people come back saying, look, man, that man did something. We were praying for all this time. You understand what I'm saying? They're not built like us. See, that's the difference. When you a dude that come from a certain space or a certain area, ain't nobody finna violate you like that. But these people are in a different world. These people are in the fashion world, modeling world. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people ain't really built and cut like some of these other cats that we talking about.
Facts.
So I think that people got to understand that aspect too, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think that'll come out if you ever see some of these accusers' faces and see these people. You know what I'm saying? And you be like, damn, well, they ain't. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said before, man, like the dude Lil Rod. The dude Lil Rod came out with them allegations. Look at Lil Rod, man. You think Lil Rod ain't finna do nothing to nobody? So you can walk over a dude like that in that type of situation. See what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you're talking about another dude who just, you know what I'm saying, who really built for this type of shit, like, hey, you do something, dog, it's going to be, you know what I'm saying, everything going to come to an end. Then that's a different look. But see, everybody's not built the same. And y'all got to understand this stuff too. Some people going to keep the shit quiet just because they don't want to get blackballed from the industry. So you deal with a lot of shit because you don't want to get blackballed. Yeah. Because people have so much power, they'll shit on your name if you try and go against the grain. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So again, I think that we all got to tread carefully when we look at this shit and say this shit because you never know how God responds to you. Because you can have a son or a daughter who go through some shit. And guess what? They may want to come out and say something, but they never say something. They hold it inside of them because they see how everybody treat everybody else that come out that got allegations. You know what I'm saying? And that don't mean I believe everybody who come out with allegations. I don't. I just told y'all. I don't think that the system is fair. I think that they should have locked 𝗟𝗡𝗞𝗏 sorry ass up when she put her hands on old boy. He got her on tape hitting her. She should have already been in jail. If that was Safari hitting 𝗟𝗡𝗞𝗏 on tape, they would have went and locked Safari ass up. And he did it in front of the kids, and they would have made sure they took more of his money. But they got her on tape beating this dude. She ain't got to pay no bread. She ain't got to pay no support to him. She ain't got to go to do no time. So I do think the system is rigged, and I think that's why a lot of the homies fall back and be like, nah, man, I ain't trying to hear all that. Because it's not fair, but just because the system's not fair don't mean that we can't walk and be righteous with how we thinking about the situation. Like I said, everybody ain't telling the truth. Some people is lying. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling y'all something, man. Bro, you see dudes like that that's working in the business for all these years, bro. That nigga ain't just make up a million stories in his brain, bro. I'm telling y'all this right now, bro. And that's on everything I love. I know them niggas ain't just making up a million different stories. That's hard. Think about this, y'all.
120.
That's hard to build up a different. And to the person who said stop being dramatic. Nah, sir. See, I'm gonna tell you something. Some of you niggas ain't never been outside, so you don't understand some of the stuff that I'm talking about.
That's facts. That's facts. See, you got, dude, what he's saying is you got people who learned how to be a thug from online stuff. They don't understand. When I was in the streets, called myself trying to sell drugs and everything, my father and the guys that was teaching me, they were saying things like, see how much you have on you right now? If you get caught with this, how much time do you think you'll do? And I'm like, I don't know. You need to look that up. That way you know what you're dealing with. You need to understand the laws that if you get caught with all this on you, how much time are you looking at? How much money you got to spend to get yourself out of this situation? Because if you can't cover the getting caught with this amount, you need to put something back. See, that's real street stuff. Y'all little kids don't know nothing about that. Y'all just out here doing whatever you want to do. And that's real. Now, that is real.
You don't understand some of the ways that these people work, the demonic things that these people got going on. So
you got to understand how things work. You got to understand how this online online thug work. It don't work. It don't. You got to understand how the music industry works. You got to understand it. Don't guess at it. That's what he's saying.
Like I said before, you understand what I'm saying? You see the shit going on over there on the other side. Didn't nobody think about this? All them boys that just accused Mike Jeffries of sexual assault. Didn't nobody come out and call them boys liars? Why? Because it's a white dude. Didn't nobody come out and say, hey man, them boys, they all lying? Didn't nobody say that? Didn't nobody say, hey man, all them boys lying on Mike Jeffries? Nobody said that. They only do that shit with black folks and other color folks. See what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it real with y'all. So think about that shit. You understand what I'm saying? And keep it 100, my nigga. See, if you ain't never been in any circles, then look at all the weirdo stuff that dude been accused of. You think this shit is for play? When you're hearing all these old weirdo allegations and stuff like this, people coming out talking about all this weirdo stuff that's been going on at these parties and stuff like that, man, come on, bro. And then they talking about the youngins involved too. Come on, bro. What type of soul do you niggas have, man? It used to be the man was supposed to hold this shit down for the women and the kids. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a firm believer. If the woman is lying or if the dude is lying, they should go to prison. That's how I believe.
Me too.
I believe if a man or a woman is caught lying on false allegations against somebody, they should go to prison.
They should.
Period. I think that should be a new law that should be put in the past. See what I'm saying? I don't think you should be able to go out, bring out lies on somebody and get away with that shit. You feel me? But that don't mean everybody's lying, because I'm going to say it one last time. Think about this shit. If that tape with Cassie never fucking dropped, people would be calling Cassie every word in the book right now and saying everything she said was a lie and she was trying to tear down a black man.
Yeah.
The fact she had that tape, and the dude, he said it the other day in the interview. The reason why, the dude I told y'all did the interview yesterday, Courtney Burgess, over there on what you call his channel, on I forget old boy's name's channel, salute to him though. He said the reason why Diddy settled that lawsuit with Cassie after one day is because Cassie's lawyer showed him the tape. And he seen that they had a copy of that tape. So that's why he settled after one day. Because they showed that nigga that tape. And they said, yeah, we still got a copy of that tape. That's why they said he settled so quick. That's what Courtney Burgess said. Now go look at that interview over on the Lionel B show.
Also, they said that Puffy settled real quick because some of the contracts that he was in with people made him settle because, again, this is the entertainment game. This is the higher up game. And they like, if you don't settle and get this thing off your plate, then we pulling out. Those are the type of things that people don't understand. That, look, pay Cassie off, because we got, in 3 years, we're going to make about $800 million. Yeah. So some of the things that Diddy's doing, he had to settle so he can move on to whatever his next thing was that he thought he was going to be moving on to.
Channel that he did yesterday. Old boy said that yesterday in the tape. But see, y'all won't believe that shit. I'm just telling y'all what the real is, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem lifting up black folks if we out here in real leadership positions doing shit, putting people on, showing people love.
Yes.
But man, you got allegations out here taking advantage of the youth and all this stuff. Man, come on, man. Let's cut this capping ass shit out, man. Real talk, man. When niggas gonna stand on business, man. Like real talk, bro. Because it used to be a different type of law where dudes like that, they got dealt with in a different type of way. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just facts. You know what I mean? But now, like I said, now, you feel what I'm saying? It's like we idolize certain things so much, bro. It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? We idolize the wrong type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, I want y'all to think about some shit, right? Niggas that praise R. Kelly and shit on Russell Wilson. Oh, Russell Wilson, a fuck nigga. He a square. But that nigga trying to do everything right with Sierra. Huh? What? Nigga, ain't that what the fuck you supposed to want in life? Love, love and the pursuit of goddamn happiness, nigga? Peace and tranquility in your life? Think about that shit. These niggas talk all that shit about Russell Wilson. That motherfucker ain't talking about nobody. Great role model. Don't never hear about him being in no trouble, none of that shit. They'll shit can him. Talk about him like a dog. Oh, he a simping ass nigga, this, that, and third. But you got niggas that's out here fucking 40 bitches, don't care about them hoes, none of that shit, and we praise that shit, man. Fuck out of here, man. Like I said before, man. Morals and ethics, nigga. That's it. Dignity and honor, nigga. You walk with that shit, you can look in the motherfucking mirror every day, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before. And anybody that's lying, they got to go. If they proving that they lying, send their ass to jail. That way it'll stop a lot of that capping ass shit. I think so. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But I'm just saying, bro. Like I said, because what's gonna happen when you demonize people who come out with this stuff, and then proof comes out later? That's just like, let me tell y'all something. Y'all
to hear you got your you got your jaws cut out for you. You got to cut some of them N words out. I'm hoping at the end of this video. But you can tell from a street point of view or whatever that this guy, I'm sorry, I don't remember his name. Shout out to him and his channel, man. This is great content. He getting in his feelings, man. You can tell his voice changed. At first, he wasn't doing a lot of profanity. He feeling exactly the thoughts that he's trying to get out of his mind, his head. This is when you know this is the language, the street language. His language done changed. His attitude done changed. He done got hype because he is talking from the heart of what he believes in. A man's supposed to be a man. Y'all going, R. Kelly. I can't believe I ran across people that was actually still listens to R. Kelly's music. How can you listen to that man's music when you know what he did and all this stuff about the special and everything? You don't have no dignity for yourself. You got to stand up for something or you'll fall for anything.
I see how many videos I've seen on YouTube of dudes that spent 50 or 60 fucking years in prison, nigga. They didn't do a goddamn thing. And then it was proven 50 or 60 years later, this motherfucker lost his whole life and they think they can give you some money and they take it for all that time you missed. Time you missed with your family, your loved ones, your daughters, your niece, your nephews, your grandkids, your kids. That you was treated like a fucking animal, nigga, in prison, nigga. You ain't do shit wrong, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Because then nobody want to listen to you. Straight up. So I'm just saying what the real is to y'all. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. Ring the bell. You know what I'm saying? I'm gone.
He said, I'm gone.
I'm going to put a link. Matter of fact, hold on, y'all. I'm going to put a link.
That's crazy, man. Big homie CC, man. Shout out to him, man. He telling his real story, and everybody's realizing that he's getting a lot of the way he speaks and the way he's talks about what's going down, man. I have heard so many allegations, and I'm looking at the Oprah situation, Steve Harvey. I haven't even had time to even look at the Steve Harvey thing, man, but everybody's waiting to see what's going to come out on this court thing. One of the things I want to mention, man, y'all, if y'all made it this far, y'all put in the comments, that Diddy was denied bail 2 times or 3 times. We know it was more than one. Was it? I'm almost sure it was 3 times he been denied bail, and they said that this is his last time he could go up for to see can he get bail one more time, and this is the last time he can do this. Now, according to my research, you can file and put in for bail release as many times as you want. So I heard through one of the videos, I heard that this is the last time he can go up for bail. And my thing is this: if he gets out, because he's going up for bail again, even if it's the last time, if it's not the last time, if he's going up for bail and he makes bail, what does that say about our system and the other 3 people, or 2, I'm thinking it was 3, what would that say to our system about the other 3 judges? They was wrong? Or they don't, if somebody gotta, I don't understand this whole system, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us out here don't understand. And there should be a thing in place. If you got 120 cases, if you have X amount of cases against you saying that you did this, that, and the third, then you should automatically have no bail. I don't, God pick whatever you think the number is. They got 6 more that just came. Now I'm reading up on stuff about this little boy that was 10 years old. There's information coming at me. So 10-year-old boy. I ain't even looked at this yet. You know, so I don't know how real it is, but somebody else already put out a video on it. So, dude, something ain't right, man. You done did something wrong. You can't tell me you ain't do something wrong. 90 terabytes. 90 terabytes. 1 terabyte is big. We have, for our YouTube channel and the stuff that we doing, we got to clear things out sometimes and everything. We have a 10 terabyte hard drive that I put all my personal on all my all the stuff that I do that don't have nothing to do with the YouTube channel. And I film a whole lot of stuff, man. And that 10 terabyte hard drive is almost halfway full. Almost halfway full. So I'm just trying to put some type of perspective on how much 90 terabytes is of data. Man, I got months. I got stuff that I filmed years ago that's still sitting on the hard drive. And we talking about video. We ain't talking about no MP3 files or something. We talking about video, man. So look here, man. I am, oh my God, I am so pissed off at Diddy, the music industry. Anybody knew that this was happening. One last thing that I found out, and I'm doing so much research that somebody said that people are still trying to live this life and they are broke. They can't pay their bills. So they go to Diddy and Diddy be like, don't worry about it, Playboy, I'll fly you out to such and such, whatever. And they end up giving up their sex, their body, so they can get that bag, so they can continue living the lifestyle. I don't know if I want it that bad, man. I don't know if man, shoot, give me a box and give me a corner, dog, and I'm going to figure it out myself. There got to be another way, man. There got to be another way. You can't, I'm not into sexual favors like that. I'm not into that. So that's just me. You know, maybe I keep saying everybody got a number, you know, so look here, man. I'm going to get on up out of here, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, man. I'm going to be bringing you as much of the real information as possible. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Woo. Oprah the Fixer. Where we at? 7:20. I ain't even know we was going to do that. We still. What does this do? I want to see what Ice Cube. I really want to see what Ice Cube got to say.
Diabetes is a completely reversible condition.
Some of you may not have realized.
Two days ago, Ice Cube. We're going to do this last one. How long is it? It's 20 minutes. Okay. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Ice Cube, man. Hey, one thing about Ice Cube, man, straight up, man, from day one, dog. From day one, when he was with NWA, Ice Cube left the group, and they said all kinds of bad stuff about him and everything. So Ice Cube has looked a different way always. And Ice Cube has actually did, I like the Ride Along movies he doing, Friday After Next, straight business guy. But also some people said that Ice Cube is not paying the actors in the movies like he should be. But that's between them. If Ice Cube say, I'm going to give you this part for $1 and you accept it, then that's your problem. You feel me? So even though you should have got $2 for the part. So who cares? You know what I'm saying? You did the part, so you took the $1. You know what I mean? So that's business behind closed door, but he ain't had no sex with you to get the daggone part. That's something different, you know. So anyway, Ice Cube had a concert or did something. I don't know if it's his concert or whatever, but I remember him getting on the mic and he's saying, you notice I wasn't at none of them Diddy parties, and everybody who was at them Diddy parties or whatever he said and everything. So I'm pretty sure y'all, we need to find that clip and all that good stuff, man. My team, shout out to my team, but hey, y'all got to get on the ball, team, because I'm making it up as I go, man, because this is something different and new for the channel. I'm talking about all this puffy stuff and everything, but Ice Cube reveals exactly what Diddy and Oprah. That's why I pulled this video up, because I'm still researching and still I'm digging for what's going on with the Oprah thing. Only thing I know is Oprah had a school in, I thought it was Africa, but Tika said it was in Haiti, that something bad happened with the kids and stuff. And I think somebody said some kids are missing from her school. I don't know. Something happened bad to the girls. It's an all-girls school. I think I read that. Too much information coming for somebody that I can't keep all this negativity coming in. I blocks it out most of the time, and I stay with all positive and everything. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, man. This channel, just to let y'all know, this is the last point. We're going to play the video. I always use my channel to raise money for some very, very poor people. I got friends and family members in the Philippines, so thank y'all so much. Watch the video, leave a comment or whatever. We should probably put the link. We got a fundraiser called Feed, and I'm not going to do this no more, though. Whatever we raise, I match it, and we send it over to them. And the last time we sent so much food over there, my play sister over there, she didn't know what to do with it. She was like, I said, just buy food, dude, save the money, because y'all got to eat next year, whatever the case may be. So she bought school supplies and everything, and I got her to get on the channel and say thank you to everybody and everything. So the money is coming straight to her, period. It ain't no, we got to pay for this and pay for that, and all the proceeds go. So when people donate their money, whatever it costs me to send the money there, I pay for that, and then I double whatever the pot was. Yeah, that's positive people. So I said all that to say, do something different and change, and support positive people. That's all I'm saying. Without any further ado, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check it out.
That I'm not part of the club. What makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of the club. That pisses them off.
Well, who are you hanging out with? Are you hanging out with Diddy? What are you doing?
I mean, yeah. Then I get a call from somebody. Hi, Jamie Foxx. This is Oprah. I'm like, who? Yeah. Like, what? What? Who's that? This is Oprah. She says you're blowing it.
Ice Cube appears to have hinted at what Diddy and Oprah did to Jamie Foxx, and it's darker than anyone could have imagined.
What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with.
From surviving one of Hollywood's most dangerous circles to being forced into situations no one should ever have to face.
Then I get a call from somebody. Hi, Jamie Foxx. This is Oprah. I'm like, who? Yeah. Like, what? What?
That's funny, man. Hi, Jamie Foxx. He tried to do the voice. I didn't pick up on the voice at first, but Jamie is funny, man. Shout out to Jamie. So glad that he pulled through or whatever happened, man. This is allegedly all the stuff that is pointing the fingers and stuff, man. A lot of people saying that this investigation and the feds raiding his house is because of Jamie Foxx. That's what they're saying. I don't know how true it is or whatever, but it sure is funny. After he got sick and got well, then all of a sudden the cops then came into the Puffy's houses.
This is Oprah. She says you're blowing it.
And it's not just Diddy and Oprah. Quincy Jones and Sidney Poitier have also been incriminated.
I just started crying. I was like, man, yeah. And he says, your performance made me grow 2 inches. And I was like, I appreciate it. And he says, Oprah and I would like to give you one thing. I said, what's that? Responsibility.
So what exactly did ICE say? Hollywood is known for its glamour, but behind the red carpets and flashing lights is a much darker world. A world where some of the biggest stars were allegedly forced into unimaginable situations. And according to recent allegations, one man who lived through it all is Jamie Foxx. Foxx has been in the spotlight for decades, but no one ever knew the full story until now. There have been claims that Jamie Foxx was allegedly pimped out by some of Hollywood's most powerful figures, including Diddy and Oprah. Yes, Oprah. And what Ice Cube just revealed is going to flip the narrative on its head.
Some of you may not.
Dad bods deserve better teas.
I found this brand called True Classic. It's your one-stop shop for men.
May not have realized.
Where did that come from? What?
That I'm not part of the club.
Why did Oprah allegedly push Jamie into Sidney Poitier's world? And how did Diddy, Quincy Jones, and others play into it? And more importantly, how did Jamie survive?
We do have breaking news this evening. Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in Manhattan after a grand jury indicted him.
According to Jamie Foxx, his rise to stardom wasn't just about talent. It came with a price he allegedly paid by being passed around between some of the industry's most powerful figures. And who's at the center of these allegations? None other than Diddy and Oprah.
Then I get a call from somebody. Hi, Jamie Foxx. This is Oprah. I'm like, who? Yeah. Like, what? What? Who's that? This is Oprah. She says you're blowing it.
And it's not just Jamie's words. Ice Cube recently came forward with a shocking revelation about what really happened to Jamie Foxx during the peak of his career. In 2023, Ice Cube uploaded a clip from his podcast on social media, claiming that he is not a part of the Insider Club that has most of the hotshots at its beck and call.
Some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club.
Cube then went on to reveal that his audience is also not part of the club. You see, all the celebs that are part of the industry elites also propagate the illicit agenda to their audiences. Therefore, they naturally make them part of this rumored club.
A lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either.
Now you might be wondering, what is the deal with this club? Well, Ice Cube cracked the code on the industry elites. He explained that even though the club wants all the influential figures to be under them, they get pissed off when the big fish, such as Cube himself, refuses to obey.
What makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of the club. That pisses them off.
Well, the so-called secret society has a monumental influence on its members' lives, one of them allegedly being Jamie Foxx. And the word on the street is that Jamie has been on their hit list for quite some time. Looks like the industry is loyal to no one but itself. According to ICE, all the celebs have to face this club one or more times in their career.
I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with.
You see, what people don't realize is that the gatekeepers are responsible for much more than keeping the existence of this club out of the public's eyes. So it is not out of the realm of possibility that Jamie's 2023 medical emergency was somehow related to the Hollywood elites, and specifically disgraced hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs. To understand Jamie's struggles, we need to first dig deep into his complicated relationship with Diddy. Foxx has long been a guest at Diddy's infamous parties, events that have been the subject of wild rumors for years. Some say these parties weren't just about music and fun, they were far more sinister. For those in the know, Diddy's lavish lifestyle comes with a price. Many celebrities who have attended these gatherings often left with more than just memories. Insiders have whispered for years that Diddy exerts control over those closest to him, either through blackmail, influence, or worse. And Jamie Foxx? Well, he was one of Diddy's frequent guests, which made people wonder what exactly was going on behind closed doors. According to T.I., there was a time when Diddy allegedly forced Jamie Foxx to play a game of basketball. Yes, you heard that right. Basketball. Diddy, known for his wild parties and larger-than-life personality,
and also Jamie Foxx actually admitted that he did do that.
Supposedly came up with this crazy idea to break the ice and make the night unforgettable.
If you want to know who was probably at these games, just look at who P. Diddy and Jamie Foxx have been hanging around for years, especially the super successful ones.
Now, can you imagine being at that party? Talk about taking things to a whole new level. Say what you will, but Diddy certainly knows how to throw an unforgettable bash. The big question though is, did Jamie Foxx actually go through with it? Well, it seems that Jamie was a good sport and didn't shy away from the challenge. He embraced the moment and jumped right into the game of basketball.
He would invite over a lot of Hollywood's elite to his house for a basketball game, but it was men only.
Wow, that's definitely pushing boundaries and stepping way out of your comfort zone. But hey, when you're with Diddy and other A-listers, anything can happen, right? But here's the thing, this wasn't Jamie's first time at one of Diddy's infamous parties. In fact, an old clip of Jamie Foxx revealing shocking details from one of Diddy's creepy parties resurfaced online last year.
The big cannon, yo, Puff, I should document this shit, right? Yo, what's up, Playboy? what you talking about? I said, no, I should get this, man. You, Fonzra, whole nine. He says, yeah, let him through.
Back in the early days of Jamie's entertainment career, when he was still trying to break into the music industry, he attended one of Diddy's exclusive parties in Beverly Hills. Jamie, always sharp, brought a camera along, hoping to document the night. And when he asked Diddy for permission to film, Diddy was all for it.
You spent $1.5 million on this party? I said, you come to my house, I'll throw you a party for $400, and it will rival this, not in scale,
This wasn't just any party. It cost a jaw-dropping $1.5 million, with a guest list full of A-list celebrities arriving in luxury cars. Jamie followed Diddy into the lavish pool party, and the first person his camera caught was none other than Dr. Ruth, famous Hollywood therapist. Sensing a golden moment, Jamie got Dr. Ruth to have a spontaneous conversation with Diddy right on camera. And then, out of nowhere, Dr. Ruth and Diddy hit the dance floor by the pool.
Dr. Ruth. Dr. Ruth was at a P. Diddy party, man. That's crazy. Woo, this gets bigger.
Plays Crazy in Love. The scene was electric, the crowd loving it, and even Jamie Foxx gave a nod to the energy and spirit of the night while honoring the late Heavy D. Jamie wasn't just a guest, though. He took on the role of teaching Diddy how to party on a budget. His stories about showing Diddy how to throw an amazing party without spending a fortune have become legendary. In fact,
Jaguar Wright is saying that Diddy had something to do with Heavy D's death. They was in Uptown Records together. I was a Heavy D fan. I liked the way Heavy D raps and how he flows and everything. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Jamie even shared the story on The Colbert Show, reminiscing about how he turned Diddy into a thrifty party pro. I'm like, you are out of your mind. I said, Puff, I will throw you a party for $400 that will rival this party. Fox said Diddy was a bit offended at first, but eventually went along with it the next time he was in Los Angeles. He called and said, yo, Playboy, I'm in town. Make it happen. So I said, cool, he said, adding that he went on to invite 200 of the coolest people before Diddy finally arrived. I said, Puff, look over there on the dinner table. I got Kentucky Fried Chicken. I put it on a nice plate. I got Coca-Cola. I put it in a pitcher. We are at $208 and we are K-ing it right now. Fox has claimed that he started gathering artists at his house because he was pursuing music, and having new and old artists together listening to their music helped him and others start their career in the industry. His involvement with Diddy boosted up his attendance to places where he could freely connect with others in the industry. But aside from teaching Diddy how to party on a budget, Jamie also revealed that Diddy's parties were the craziest he had ever been to. These parties were more than just expensive, they were also a hotbed of unusual behavior, seemingly orchestrated by Diddy to fulfill his fantasies.
Puff and Tupac was like a couple, seemed like to me. It was just a lot of weird shit going on, you know what I'm saying? The vibes ain't there. I guess that's what Tupac was talking about, the Illuminati and shit.
Diddy and Jamie seemed to be good friends until Diddy just...
This guy's all over the place, man. I can't even relate to he in jail, he talking and doing all this stuff. I don't even know what this dude, man. But he was there. And he got a lot of facts, but his facts is all over the place, man. He all over the place.
Couple seemed like to me. It was just a lot of weird shit going on, you know what I'm saying? The vibes ain't there. I guess that's what Tupac was talking about, the Illuminati and shit.
Diddy and Jamie seemed to be good friends until Diddy discovered that Jamie was talking. Diddy has allegedly been trying to eliminate anyone who dares to expose him. You see, while immersed in the filming of his Netflix project, Back in Action, in Atlanta, Jamie Foxx became the subject of widespread conversation when reports surfaced about a medical complication he encountered. The news, like wildfire, spread across headlines, leaving fans in the entertainment industry buzzing with concern. On April 12th, 2023, Jamie Foxx's daughter, 𝗂𝗓𝗡, shared an update on Instagram, reassuring everyone that her father was recovering well, thanks to the quick medical care he received. This brought relief to fans who had been anxiously waiting for news. However, concerns about Foxx's health grew as the impact on his film, Back in Action, became clear. A scheduled scene for the movie was canceled, leaving people to wonder how his health scare would affect his work. On April 17th, 2023, sources confirmed Foxx was still in the hospital, but he was slowly getting better. Tests were being done to find out more about his condition, but the news of his improvement gave fans some hope. By April 21st, 2023, Foxx was awake, and although he was still under medical observation, his recovery was a great relief to many. Then, on May 3rd, 2023, TMZ reported that Foxx was still receiving medical treatment. His absence from his hosting role on 𝗵𝗔𝗓𝗏 and his daughter 𝗂𝗓𝗡 stepping back from her DJ duties on the show fueled more speculation about the seriousness of his condition. But Foxx broke his silence on Instagram the same day, thanking fans for their support and reassuring everyone that he was on the mend. 𝗂𝗓𝗡 also clarified that her dad had been out of the hospital for weeks and was recovering well, even playing pickleball recently. On May 13th, 2023, Jamie and 𝗂𝗓𝗡 shared exciting news about a new game show they were working on called We Are Family, marking Foxx's return to TV. Later, reports emerged that Foxx was in a specialized rehab center in Chicago, furthering his recovery. Jamie Foxx eventually bounced back to full health. In fact, a few months ago, Foxx broke his hiatus in an event dedicated to honoring the exceptional achievements of Black, Latino, Asian American, and Pacific Islander individuals. Foxx, known for his quick wit and humor, wasted no time addressing the elephant in the room, the rumors surrounding his absence. I couldn't do that 6 months ago, he quipped, pointing towards the stage. And I'm not a clone, I'm not a clone. I know a lot of people saying that I was cloned out there. The crowd responded with uproarious laughter, a collective exhale of relief and amusement at Foxx's playful dismissal of the speculative chatter. However, beneath the surface of humor, Foxx's words carried a weight that resonated throughout the room, opening up about the health
Here's a video of a woman using the Wi-Fi detector to discover the hidden camera in what appears to be her Airbnb. And it looks like the person that owns the camera is viewing the camera from an app. And that's how these cameras are nowadays. And they can either
health challenges he had navigated over the past year, he shared the profound impact on his outlook. It feels good to be here, he admitted, his voice carrying a newfound appreciation for life. I cherish every single minute now. I wouldn't wish what I went through on my worst enemy because it's tough when it's almost over. When you see the tunnel, Fox's narrative took an introspective turn, describing the uncertainty and introspection that accompanied his health struggles.
Cherish life, man. I cannot tell you. I had some people in my life that really made sure I was here because it was dire.
The audience hung on every word, captivated by the raw honesty emanating from the acclaimed actor. Transitioning from the somber reflections, Fox delved into the transformation he underwent, developing a newfound respect for life and his craft. I have a new respect for life. I have a new respect for my art, he declared, his gaze sweeping across the room. His experience had become a crucible, forging a deeper connection to his artistic endeavors. In a moment of impassioned advice, Fox addressed aspiring artists in the audience, urging them not to falter in the face of adversity. Don't give up on your art, man. Don't give up on your art, he passionately conveyed. His words hung in the air, resonating as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of artistic expression. When you realize that it could be over like that, I got to tell you, don't give up on your art and don't let them take the art from you either. In any case, it seems Fox might have gotten the medical emergency because he had forgotten he was indebted to not only Diddy, but also Oprah and her fellow elites. You see, she once saved his career, albeit in the most shady way. In 2005, Fox was riding high from the critical acclaim he garnered for his performance as Ray Charles in the musical biopic Ray, a role for which he would eventually win the Academy Award for Best Actor. But his celebrating had turned into non-stop partying. Winfrey took notice of this and called him up out of the blue. While the actor thought her involvement was because she wanted better for him, it turns out she had her own plans all along.
Hi, Jamie Foxx. This is Oprah. I'm like, who? Yeah. I'm like, what? What? Who's that? This is Oprah. I said, what you mean? She says, you got an opportunity to do something great, walk into the history books, and you're blowing it, and I need to help you with it. And I said, well, I'm sorry what I need to do. So she took me to Quincy Jones's house.
Winfrey took Fox to the home of record producer Quincy Jones, where an impromptu intervention had been set up. Doing an uncanny impersonation of Jones, Fox remembers being told, "You've done a great job, Ray, but you've effed everything else up now. You gotta buckle down, baby." He continued, Oprah says, "Now, are you ready to meet the person that I've brought you here to talk with?" And it was 𝗔𝗓𝗡𝗏.
I just started crying. I was like, man, yeah. And he says, your performance made me grow 2 inches. And I was like, I appreciate it. And he says, Oprah and I would like to give you one thing. I said, what's that? Responsibility.
While this interaction might not be considered the least bit weird with any other person, the fact that it was coming from 𝗔𝗓𝗏 seems to have sent chills down Fox's spine. And I'll tell you why. Jaguar Wright has been dropping bombshells left and right, claiming that 𝗔𝗓𝗏𝗏, much like P. Diddy, played a significant role in manipulating and exploiting the entertainment system. She asserts that while 𝗓𝗓𝗏 was seen as an icon of progress, behind closed doors, he may have been anything but the paragon of virtue the world believed him to be.
The things that he did to Eartha Kitt, the lies that he told on RCD and Ruby.
But where's the proof? Well, Wright isn't the only one talking. Alleged family members have come forward, backing up these sensational claims. One individual commented, "I'm a 𝗓𝗏𝗏, and the things I've heard about him ain't good. He dissed his whole family. He's my grandfather's cousin, and he left and never looked back on some BS." Another chimed in, "Wow, so we are related. My grandmother said the same thing and always got angry if you mentioned his name." These comments paint a picture of a man estranged from his family, someone who perhaps wasn't the hero the public adored. The revelations don't stop there. One person shared that they used to do the hair of one of Sydney's daughters in the 80s and claimed she didn't have good things to say about her father. Another anecdote involves a girlfriend who revealed that Sydney once approached her at a party in a manner far from gentlemanly, reminiscent of the stories we hear about Diddy's notorious party antics. For decades, 𝗔𝗓𝗏𝗏 has been celebrated as a symbol of dignity and grace in Hollywood. He was the first African American to win an Academy Award for Best Actor, breaking significant racial barriers.
The winner is 𝗔𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, man. I gotta soak some of this in. Wait, Sydney? That's Bill Cosby dude. Now we see how come Bill Cosby is spiking women drinks and stuff. God, they said that this is a big web. The web is thicker than what you think it is. These two-faced people, man. The music industry, the entertainment industry, the two-faced side of the entertainment industry. I always like to make up words for different things. That's crazy, man.
Yet, if these allegations hold any water, it suggests that his public persona was meticulously curated to mask a much darker...
That's your family! How can it not hold water? Your family is saying this stuff about you. Go talk to my family. They know I don't play, but I go to as many... Yeah, we about to make some changes, man. I'm going to sit down and ask some of my family. I'm not tight with my family, but at the same time, they ain't going to say nothing like that. They'll come to my rescue. These family members like, don't say his name. They waiting for his fall. Lord have mercy.
One can't help but wonder how these revelations, if proven true, will reshape our understanding of Poitier's legacy. Did the man who became a beacon of hope for so many also have a hidden side marked by controversy and estrangement? Anyway, what's more scary is the fact that Oprah had taken Fox to Quincy's house. Now, if you have even a tiny bit of interest in Hollywood, you must know Quincy Jones. He is a legendary producer, musician, songwriter, and so on. Thus, he is also given the title of the Black Godfather of the industry. Quincy Jones has produced for an impressive list of notable artists during his career. But this is not the only reason he has been hitting the headlines. For decades, Quincy has always been a topic of great buzz on the internet.
Let me tell you something. That means Quincy's gay. Quincy might be on, and let me tell you why I think this, you know?
It has always been speculated that...
Dude, come on, man. Quincy produced Michael Jackson's album, Sanford & Son. The intro on Sanford & Son was produced by Quincy Jones. Funky, great music, man.
Quincy Jones forced men into relationships in exchange for making them famous and big in Hollywood. As scandalous as it sounds, the list of Quincy's hookups seems to be unlimited. But two of the names from Quincy Jones...
There go Ludacris. Ludacris has some dealings with him.
His flings history have always been the most discussed. These are none other than Tupac and Will Smith.
God, dog, man. I don't know why these commercials is coming up here. Maybe I'm on the wrong channel or something, but we almost at the end.
It's been long rumored that Jones forced them into sleeping with him. This undefined relationship with Quincy affected them quite a lot as he tried to turn them like him.
Come on, man. Look what type of nigga you is. You gonna let these little geek-ass white boys feel on you like that?
While it is easy to doubt that Oprah
Wait a minute. I'm trying to see who's that talking.
He affected them quite a lot as he tried to turn them like him.
Come on, man.
Pun. HipHopPun.com. Hip Hop Uncensored. HipHopPun.com. I'm trying to see. I think that's not big. I don't know. But listen to
These
this.
are none other than Tupac and Will Smith. It's been long rumored that Jones forced them into sleeping with him. This undefined relationship with Quincy affected them quite a lot as he tried to turn them like him.
Come on, man. Look what type of nigga you is. You gonna let these little geek-ass white boys feel on you like that?
While it is easy to doubt that Oprah might have been responsible for Quincy picking a liking to Fox, this is actually not the first time the television host has reportedly enabled SA by the hands of someone close to her. A while back, a British actress alleged that Oprah had allegedly been involved in Harvey Weinstein taking advantage of her. British actress Katie Noble said she was head over heels impressed when she first met Weinstein at an event in London because he was hanging out with model Campbell and had megastar Oprah swinging off his arm. "I thought, obviously, this man has something amazing in store for me," she said during a teary-eyed press conference in Manhattan to discuss the lawsuit she filed against Weinstein in Manhattan federal court. After meeting Weinstein in London, Noble said she thought nothing of bringing her showreel to his hotel room when she saw him again in Cannes in February 2014. Once inside the hotel room, however, he didn't seem that interested in my showreel, Noble said. Instead, he began touching her while discussing hooking her up with a modeling agency in London. Anyway, as for Jamie Foxx, his willingness to open up about his experiences, though often veiled in humor, shows the depth of his pain. And while Diddy and Oprah continue to thrive in the industry, Fox's story serves as a chilling reminder of the price some have paid for success. What will become of Diddy and Oprah now that these allegations are coming to light? And will Jamie Foxx ever fully reveal the extent of what he endured? Ice Cube's revelations have pulled back the curtain on one of Hollywood's most guarded secrets, the exploitation of Jamie Foxx by some of the industry's most powerful figures. While the full truth may never be known, what's clear is that Fox's story is far darker than anyone could have imagined. Hollywood's facade of glamour and success often hides a much more sinister reality. For Jamie Foxx, surviving meant enduring unspeakable things at the hands of the very people who were supposed to help him rise to the top. But now, with Ice Cube shedding light on what really happened, perhaps we're one step closer to understanding the full story. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.
That's crazy, man. First of all, great video. This was a great video with some more information. Oh my gracious, man. Sydney, I ain't even expect him. Oprah has been on my list, but I haven't had time to actually do any research on that. Oh my God, y'all give me a headache with too much negativity in one day. That's enough for me to hear. That's enough, man. Ice Cube, man. First of all, 90% of this video didn't have anything to do with Ice Cube. And this is the only way we can get the information. So I apologize because I was thinking that Ice Cube was going to spill a whole lot of beans, but basically they just put together, people are just putting together all the facts that they have, and they making up their own story to make it seem like this is what Ice Cube has said. But he had said a long time ago, man, he left NWA because of contracts that wasn't fair. So he went out and did his own thing because he's a worker. He's a hard worker, man. So now that Puffy, his career is done. I think everybody can clearly see that, man, that Puffy's career is done. Oprah, she still got a lot of tricks up her sleeve. Steve Harvey got a lot of places to hide. T.D. Jakes has stepped down. He's like, well, look, I done did my thing. I just let me go do my thing behind closed doors and stay there. There's a lot of hip-hop artists, man, that now it's being explained. Now I see clearly how you got to the position you in. I see how you did it. Yeah, you got some talent and good, but rapping and no, come on, man. You can't fool me, man. I know this business. And I know this business is hard and all that good stuff. So, but Ice Cube, man, I always been an Ice Cube fan of him. It's maybe one or two, maybe three songs that I like. Boys in the Hood. Good God Almighty, boy. In fact, I should go upstairs and watch Boys in the Hood again. Ice Cube, his movies and his music and his production has been great. 50 Cent and Ice Cube, they kind of like took their own route. They didn't take the fast lane. And I want to say some names, but I ain't going to do that. So anyway, look here. Yeah, it is messed up. I keep forgetting the live stream, man. My bad. Don't forget we live. Go to the Music Recording Network live. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and please leave a comment, man. Let me know what y'all think about this stuff, man. Is the more you listen to it, you learn something new. Like Sydney, I never even knew this. When it's a shame if your family is not messing with you. I'm gonna go call some of my cousins right now. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Oh my gracious, to hear. I think it just stumbled in our hat. Merlot's spot. Hey, it's effed up. I got a headache too. Yeah, you right about that. Marlo, what's happening? Possible, impossible, what's going on? McAdow, he probably gone by now. Stream Elements, thank you for subscribing, Mario. Yeah, most definitely, man. Y'all, oops, I done moved something. Golly. 3 people called me to hear why I'm on this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. We did 4. Save as. I don't know what's happening, but tomorrow we might be in here, dude. So I got one that I'm doing at work. I'm doing reactions at work, baby. God dang it. Done? This thing kills me. Everything is up there but what I want to click on. That's crazy. So, I don't know why that's not there. Oh, my gracious, 28. 10-28. Yeah. Yeah, I love Boys in the Hood movie also. That is tight. Most definitely. Oh, they put this back on there. Marlo. At first, it wasn't. Yeah, 3 thumbs up. Well, mine say 3 thumbs up. Most definitely, man. We get ready to move into a whole different. I hate to say it. I don't want to do it, but the channel is moving in a new direction, which is better for us. So, man, I got to make a couple of phone calls. People have been calling me and everything. So, thank y'all for coming past. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell, man. Go check out the main channel. Leave some comments and all that good stuff. Support the channel because we are trying to support people that are in need. We do a lot of giving on the channel and everything. So if you feel like giving $1 or $2, last tip, Josh. Oh yeah, that's Josh M. I try my best to give and help the unfortunate people, man, for real. So if it's going to be better, then it ain't bad ever. Yeah, it's going to be financial better. It's going to be financially better, man. So I'm looking forward to that. So y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell him Mike Cross told you so. Next tip, hooligan. Peace out, hooligan. Peace out, man.